Welcome to 10 Minute Mentor, premier mentoring for entrepreneurs who want to share their gifts with the world. Each episode is designed to be a mini coaching session, providing valuable nuggets that will empower you to share your message and make a bigger impact. My name is Rich Perry. I want to thank you for trusting me each and every week. I know you want to rock this year, so let's get started right now. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to 10 Minute Mentor with Rich Perry. And we're here today talking about some ways to maximize your LinkedIn profile for business. So whether you are an entrepreneur, a coach, a speaker, a content creator, you have a small business, or maybe you're just a career professional, these are tips that you're going to use to maximize your LinkedIn profile so you can get a bigger audience, you can start growing your network and start increasing business opportunities. So real quick, let's put this up here. Like I said, there it is. How to maximize your LinkedIn profile for business. Real quick, this is the live stream. And as always, we're going to be doing a live stream. We're going to LinkedIn, Facebook, a couple different areas on Facebook. We're going to Twitter, we're going to YouTube, and I think I got them all. But just a reminder as well, if you're catching this in the live stream, we're also going to be doing a Q&A at the end, so stick around. If you're listening to the audio, to the podcast later on, and you want to participate in the Q&A in the future, then one thing you can do is connect with me on social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and especially join our Facebook group, 10 Minute Mentor, right there on Facebook, and you'll be able to participate in the Q&A sessions that follow. So let's get into it real quick. Maximizing your LinkedIn profile for business. So the first thing that you want to do, and I've said this before, I do a lot of work, I do a lot of marketing on LinkedIn. I've said it before, but it bears repeating because I still see people with what you don't want. Okay, so number one is use a professional looking headshot. Don't use an old photo that you found on your phone. Don't use an old cruddy looking or pixelated photo that's somewhere on your computer. Don't just snap a quick selfie in the bathroom or at the family barbecue this weekend. You want to make sure that the first impression that you make when someone stumbles upon your profile or they're going through searching different profiles through the search feature. When the person sees you, you want to make sure you're making that great first impression. And the best way to do that is to have a professional looking headshot. Number two kind of ties in with that. So above your profile photo, above it, that's where the cover photo goes. Okay. And when you first sign up for LinkedIn, they give you like a default background. It might be gray. Sometimes it has some stuff going on, like their logos, LinkedIn's logos, and things like that. But you really want to have your own branded cover photo. Okay. And this is something that you can easily do. You can whip it up in like a Canva. If you know a graphic designer, then, reach out to them, throw them a couple bucks and have them create a branded cover image for you. If you're an author, then you want to promote your book. If you're a podcaster, you want to promote your podcast. If you have your own professional website, then you can have the wording included in your cover photo. Okay, basically you just want to grab their attention, show that you're professional, and this is another great way to differentiate yourself and stand out from everyone else, all the people that have that bland gray background. Number three tip is you want to write a captivating headline. So the headline goes right next to or right below your cover photo. And this is where you have a few characters to really grab someone's attention. If you go to my profile, it says communication strategist. I help you build the brand your customers will trust. I'm telling the person, hey, if you come to my page, this is what I'm all about, helping you build trust with your audience, with your customers. That's what you can expect from me. So what is it that you do? And you have to say it in a short little bite, a short little tagline. So create that captivating headline to grab that person's attention and reel them in to want to look at your entire profile. Okay. Tip number 4 is you want to create a unique URL. So when you sign up for LinkedIn, and we'll say, Rich Perry, that's my name. Okay. So I sign in, boop, boop, boop. I'm setting up my profile. Now, LinkedIn gives you this ugly default URL. It'll be like Rich underscore Perry 579 exclamation point hashtag underscore blah blah blah, all this nonsense, right? It looks pretty ugly. And what you can do is just go into your settings. It's usually in the top right hand corner. Go into your settings and you'll be able to create a customized URL. Maybe it's your name, maybe it's the name of your brand, maybe it's the name of your business. But you want to create a customized URL and get away from that ugly looking default one with all those numbers and characters and just looks ugly. All right. So get rid of that. And tip number 5 that I have for you is to so in your profile area, in your main area, right next to your profile image, it's going to have your profile image, your name, your tagline. You're going to see a little speaker. Okay, it's a little speaker icon that you can tap. So what that feature is for, maybe you have a unique maybe you have a unique name that has a unique pronunciation. Maybe you want to let people know, hey, this is how you pronounce my first name, or this is how you pronounce my last name. Or maybe you have a slogan, or maybe you just want to create a very short personal message. You only have about 10 or 15 seconds with it. Okay. But that little speaker is a cool way to interact and personalize a message. Once again, whether it's pronouncing your name, maybe it's saying your slogan, or giving a short introduction to for yourself to your viewer. It's a great way to really differentiate yourself from everyone else. And I said I was going to give 5, and this is, if I didn't say it in the beginning, I'm going to say it now. This is part 1 of 2, but I've got some extra ones for you. The thing that you want to do is you want to get up to 500 plus connections. Everything under 500, it'll say exactly how many connections you have, whether you have 1 connection, whether you have 152 connections or 499 connections, the actual number will be displayed. But once you cross that 500 threshold, it'll just say 500 plus. And that's kind of like the industry standard for, I'm a serious professional. I'm here to grow my network. I'm here to do business. And once you get past that 500 mark, that's when people start looking at you like, oh, this person is, a serious professional using LinkedIn. Now, are there opportunities out there for everyone underneath 500? Absolutely. Okay. It's just like an industry standard. When you see it, hey, that person is active on LinkedIn. They're serious to growing their brand. They're serious to doing business on LinkedIn. So you want to grow your network to go over that 500 mark. Okay. So real quick, we're going to recap for the people on the podcast. You want to, number 1, use a professional looking photograph for your profile image. Number 2 is have a professional cover image, the one that goes above your profile. Number 3 is you want to write a captivating headline to really grab that person's attention. Number 4 is create that unique URL for your page, your profile. Number 5 is utilize that speaker to create a personalized message for the person that comes to your page. And bonus number 6 is get above that 500 mark to show that you are a serious professional using LinkedIn. Once again, this is part 1 of 2. So make sure you come back again next week for part 2. And again, we're going to do a Q&A once this broadcast is over, once the audio portion is over. If you're listening to the podcast right now and you want to join next week's Q&A, then make sure you connect with me on social media, connect with me on LinkedIn, connect with me on YouTube, and join our Facebook group, the 10-Minute Mentor group right there on Facebook. Make sure you visit my website, richperry.com. Reach out to me if you have questions, comments. Remember to share this with a friend, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks and be excellent. Bye-bye. All right, so we just did the outro, and now we're going to go into the Q&A. Looks like someone hopped in here. Koi says, yep, that's Koi. Okay. Koi says, thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Koi. And hey, Koi, if you're checking this out, it looks like you are, I see the LinkedIn icon. So Koi, if you're still watching this, remember to leave any comments down there, any questions, share this with a friend, and certainly come back again next week when we do part 2. So right now I have 2 questions that came in on one of the channels. And the first one is, what is the best way to grow your network on LinkedIn? So if you go to the connections area, okay, there is a search feature on LinkedIn, and then you're able to add different filters. Maybe you're looking for second and third party connections. This is like people that are, these are your connections, and then these are the people that are connected to your connections, and then these are the people that are connected a couple degrees later. Okay. You can add filters in for industry. You can add filters in for geography, like where are they located. You can add filters for business type, service, where they went to school. Maybe you're looking for old college friends. So if you go into your My Connections area and go into the little search bar and then click on the tab that says filters, that's where you'll be able to enter in all those different filters and start finding these people. Once you've found all the people that match the criteria that you're looking for, then you want to start sending out connection requests to say, hey, we have something in common. If you know the person, then you know the person. But if it's someone that maybe you have some shared interest, maybe there's someone that they can add value to your network, or you feel that you can add value to their network, then you're certainly going to want to send a connection request. And one thing that I will suggest is to send a personalized connection request. There is a way to do that. So rather than just tapping the connect button, you're going to want to scroll down a little bit, look down a little bit, and it says personalized invitation. So if you click that personalized invitation, you'll be able to send, again, a personalized connection request versus the default one that LinkedIn sends. So when you press just simply connect, LinkedIn will send a default message like, Rich Perry wants to connect with you. But if you click the button that says personalized invitation, that's where you'll be able to send a message like, hey, John, I see that we have shared interests, or we're both in the marketing field, or we're both business owners in Northeastern Pennsylvania. Thought it would be great to connect. looking forward to connecting. Something along those lines. It's a personalized message letting the other individual know, hey, I'm serious about sending you this message, okay? So that's a really great tool to capitalize on. All right. And question number two is, how do you get a branded cover image? So tip number two before was to create a professional looking cover image for your LinkedIn profile. So this person wants to know, how do you get one of those? So again, I kind of mentioned it before, but maybe you don't know any graphic designers. So one thing that you can do is, if you know what you want the image to showcase or to promote or to say, you just don't know any graphic designers, then something you might want to do is then hop onto Fiverr, start scrolling through, do a search for graphic designers on Fiverr, and then, start going through their portfolio to see, hey, I think this person, this graphic artist can really uh, create the image that I'm looking for. Looking at his or her portfolio. They've done professional work similar to what it is that I'm looking for, the look, the feel. And you can reach out to those individuals right there, and it'll probably only cost you a couple bucks. And there's some really good graphic designers on places like Fiverr or maybe Upwork, that you can connect with if you don't know a graphic designer personally. If you do know a graphic designer personally, then hey, reach out to that person, share the vision that you have, work out an arrangement. What are they going to charge per hour or whatever? If it's just a quick design, it probably won't be that much. And then you'll have that professional looking image. Once again, all you're really interested in doing is making a good first impression and presenting yourself as a serious professional on LinkedIn. Are there opportunities if you only have that bland looking gray cover image? Of course. But what we're talking about right now is building and establishing your personal brand on LinkedIn, building your brand authority, showing that you're serious about it, and that's what we're really talking about here. All right. So I hope that information brought you value. If you have a question, maybe it's something relating to something that we already covered, or maybe you have another question, whether you're watching this on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or YouTube, drop your question or comment in the comments area. I'll be checking these later on today and throughout the week. And we'll keep the conversation going. Make sure you tune in next week for part 2. Remember to, if you like this, share it, save it, subscribe, and stay informed what's going on. Once again, if you want to connect with me directly, follow me on all different social channels right there on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. I have my handles down below. Go to my website if you're looking for more information, richperry.com. You can't see it, but I got the new swag, the Rich Perry track jacket, and we got some hats and cool stuff like that for all the videos that I'm making. So that's all I have for you. I want to thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, and be excellent. Bye-bye.